Currently, the issue of cutting down trees has become a matter of concern for many countries. However, there are also trees that need to be removed for various reasons, such as dead trees, trees that could potentially affect human property if planted too close to a house, or trees on designated land that need to be removed. As a result, there are always two opposing opinions regarding tree cutting. To better understand the process of cutting trees, please watch this video for a more objective view. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Before cutting down a large mature pine tree in the garden, it is important to use an accurate cutting technique to ensure safety and efficiency during the cutting process. Before starting, mark the cutting position and make sure there are no obstacles or people around to ensure safety. Then, check the sharpness of the saw blade and determine the appropriate cutting force to be able to cut quickly and efficiently. Once everything is prepared, choose the starting position and place the saw blade where it needs to be cut. When cutting, choose a steady and firm posture and grip the saw handle tightly to ensure safety for the user. The cutting operation needs to be slow and continuous to ensure accuracy and even cutting. Depending on the size of the tree, tools such as a tree hook can be used to safely bring down the tree. During the cutting process, determining the direction of the tree's fall is extremely important. This will help the tree cutter determine the correct cutting direction. Watching how he demonstrates shows his professionalism in his work. However, cutting down large trees always requires accurate elevation of health of the tree, avoiding any negative impact on human living environments. Cutting trees in large forests requires the person performing the task to have knowledge of the landscape, terrain, crops, and skills in using handheld tools such as saws or hammers. Before cutting a tree, the person performing the task must study the tree that needs to be cut, learn about its characteristics such as size, height, weight, and shape to come up with a suitable cutting plan. Additionally, they must also know about the structure of the tree, the location of the branches and limbs, to come up with a suitable cutting plan, avoiding damage to surrounding trees. Skills in cutting trees are an important factor in completing the job quickly. Understanding the cutting techniques will help the worker conserve energy, avoid using too much force, and prevent exhaustion during the work process. Therefore, applying this knowledge accurately and carefully is essential to ensure safety for oneself and the natural environment. This is a scene of tree cutting taking place in a rural area of India. Before proceeding with the cutting, the worker cleared small trees growing around the base of the tree to ensure that the cutting process would be quick and effective. For old and long-standing trees, the tree's firm grip on the ground depends on the main root axis. Therefore, it is necessary to confirm the cutting position on the tree trunk, which is the upper part of the main root axis. With experience in the profession, it took him less than a minute to bring down a large old tree. Cutting them into small pieces of wood is an extremely simple task. With powerful engines and strong hands, he is gradually completing his work efficiently without the need for any professional machinery. Although the use of force is necessary in this job, it is still carried out in a professional and efficient manner. Especially when the tree is large and requires machine equipment to cut. In this case, using a crane and saw is an effective solution for cutting the tree. Before starting the job, it is necessary to carefully check the power lines and other assets that may be affected by the tree when cutting. Then, use the crane to secure and lift the tree off the ground. Cut the tree from the top to bottom and from near the trunk to further away to avoid causing the tree to fall into other objects. In addition, it is necessary to ensure that the equipment user must have full protective gear, including a helmet, anti-slip shoes, and gloves. Finally, after cutting the tree, it is necessary to clean up the surrounding area to avoid danger to people and property around. Using a crane and saw can help cut down the ancient tree with high efficiency, save time, and minimize the risk of accidents during cutting. Preparing a sharp saw is the first important requirement for tree cutting work, as strong saws will help the work proceed quickly and effectively while reducing risks during cutting. Large pieces of wood will be cut into small pieces to serve the needs of furniture and housing production, and the deteriorated wood will be removed and recycled for other jobs. One of the common tools used in tree cutting work is handheld saws running on a starting system. With compact size but high power, their application in wood cutting is extremely popular. Easy to move, so using saws in dense forests where it is difficult to move is necessary at this time. So, do you have a more realistic view of tree cutting? Not all the time can we cut down any type of tree at will. Removing any tree species requires calculations or permission from local authorities. Avoid the case of indiscriminate logging that directly affects the living environment of humans. Our video ends here. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bye!